So as Madison wipes down the tools and puts them away after helping Dad work on the project car, this is how far we got. We got the alternator and alternator bracket off. We got the exhaust manifold, aka header, off. We got the radiator out. Fluids drained. And both axles are out and suspension reassembled, because this will end up getting set back down on the ground and pushed out when the swap is removed. So just kind of a loose assembly of that stuff. So I kind of only committed like hour and a half, 2 hours to this when I got home from work. So this is as far as we got. There was a few other things like the strut bar and the intake, the long or cold air intake. So the next step will be, undoing the shift linkage, rear motor or rear engine mount, miscellaneous things. I'll have to figure out how I want to dismantle the engine harness. Because this one has a mild tuck, it's probably going to be easier to actually undo it at the ECU and just kind of stuff it through and keep it with the engine when it comes out. I did decide to go topside removal with this thing. So I will show that. I'll show pictures. I got some other pictures too. I'm not going to video all this just because it takes so much time to video it that it really cuts into the actual productive time of working on the car. So it will be tricky because the size of the intake manifold. So, and the transmission kind of goes underneath the frame, the car frame, front horn or whatever you call it, over there. So the engine's going to end up going like forward and then on an extreme angle and up and out. We'll get the hood off and out of the way. I can't think of actually dropping maybe a couple engines out the bottom. I know some people like to drop them out the bottom. I prefer to pull them out the top. That's just what I've gotten used to. That's what I know how to do, so that's what I'm going to do. Should be relatively painless once I get a few more things disconnected, the fuel and the vacuum lines and stuff like that. So that's the quick update. That's where we're at. I will update you when there's further progress.